All right. So, how far is it from Jerusalem to the Mount of Olives? Apparently, it's only one Sabbath day's journey. And how far is a day's journey? Well, a day's journey is 20 miles, but a Sabbath day's journey is 3/5 of a mile. Why is that? Well, because you're actually encouraged to do nothing on Sabbath, but you obviously need to walk to McDonald's to go and get some food, be it very kosher food, of course. But you'll need to walk someplace to get food, but you're not allowed to walk too far because that's doing work. So you have to walk like 3/5 of a mile, and that's the limit as far as how far you can go for that day. So if they're going one Sabbath day's journey, SBDJ, so let's go with this SBDJ. Um, I know that. Let's let's convert this. I'm going to go from one Sabbath day's journey to miles. I want to convert this to meters, and so I'm going to go from miles to feet. I know how to do that conversion. I'm going to go from feet to inches. From inches, I can go to centimeters, and then from centimeters, I'm going to go to meters. And notice how I wrote the denominator first, because that basically tells me in the fractions, this is which ones I'm going to choose. Now, why did I choose all of these different fractions? Well, because I know the numbers on all of them. And I don't know the number that goes from Sabbath day's journey all the way straight to meters, but I do know these ones in the middle. And so they're kind of like, if I have start here and I need to get to this destination over here, but I can't really get all the way there, but I notice that there's these little like lily pads, or I guess if I were a frog or something like that, but if there's these little lily pads in the middle of the pond, I can hop from here to here to here to here to here, and that's essentially what I'm doing. Is I'm kind of breaking this down into smaller pieces so that way I can basically figure out what it is in the end. Now, one Sabbath day's journey is that, well, there's three 3/5 of a mile in one Sabbath day's journey, and I guess I could write it like that. If they had if you could only go 3/5 of a mile in one Sabbath day's journey, then if you had five Sabbath days' journey, you would go 3 miles. Okay. Um, there is 5,280 feet in 1 mile. I know that conversion off the top of my head, but you guys can go look that one up. I can go from feet to inches. 1 foot is 12 inches. 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters, and 100 centimeters is 1 meter. Looking at the units, Sabbath day's journey cancel out with Sabbath day's journey, miles cancel out with miles, feet cancel out with feet, inches, centimeters, centimeters, and then I just plug this in my calculator. That would be 1 times 3 times 5280 times 12 times 2.54. Now, times 1. And then what I would do, well, let's put the times 1. Wait. Times 1. Now, what I would do is I need to do with this 5. So I did all the stuff in the numerator, and I multiplied everything. And I could put a parentheses around this 5 and then multiply that by 100 and get 500, and then divide this number by 500. But the thing is, I'm going to put, all right, divide by 5. That puts that 5 in the denominator. And then I'm going to divide again by 100. Now, on the way this calculator works is this doesn't make it divide by 5 divided by 100. You know, I have a number here divided by 5 divided by 100. What this does is, the way I did it in my calculator, is I had my number divided by 5 times 100 on the bottom, even though I put the divide up by 100 again, because that divide puts the 100 in the denominator. Different calculators work differently, so be careful with how you do things. Anyway, the answer is 965.60. 965.6064 meters, and I need to convert that down to 1 sig fig, so I'm looking at, I can't just round it off to 1 sig fig because I need to round up because of this 6, so this becomes 10 or 1,000 meters. You can only walk 1 kilometer. If I wanted to write that in scientific notation, I would put 1 times 10 to the third power meters. That's my answer. 1 kilometer. You can walk a kilometer if you are going a Sabbath day's journey. And apparently Jerusalem is a kilometer from the Mount of Olives. Now, I don't necessarily know that's true, and I haven't looked it up on Google Maps, but that's what Acts 1:12 says.